take me to this fancy ass hotel for my birthday. Your girl was around the back because there was nowhere to sit. So I was on the concrete, the cold ass concrete, my birthday. And did y'all forget about the hotel that we were supposed to go to for dinner? Never happened. I don't know, who am I assisting? Who is the manager, for one? Hi friends, what's good? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing another video and I'm bringing to you guys why I decided to leave my dream job. So I'm gonna give you guys all the tea, let you know why I decided to hop up out of here and just let you guys know, because y'all are my besties and y'all have to hear it first. So let's get into the video. Let me put you guys on, let me just go ahead and jump right into the video. I'm gonna try to not make it very long, but I have to put you guys on, right? So I'm not gonna give too much details because, as you know, your girl gotta keep it classy. So if you know, you know, I've been an operations manager for over 2 years now for this very amazing company. I love this company to death. I pretty much assisted with starting it up and it's kind of my baby too, right? So I started this company and I was very much in love with it. I left my job, my previous job, to hop right over here. Starting off, it was really good. It was amazing. It was a dream come true and it's exactly what I wanted. The pay was not what I wanted, but the job, the experience, and the exposure that I got was exactly what I wanted because your girl knew she wanted to be in business. And honestly, I'm not a fan of school, even though I might go back to school. It's not something that I really want to do. If you understand, I'm more so a hands-on type of girl. I like to learn as I go along, and that's just my vibe. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to school. I don't know. So I assisted with starting this company. It was everything that I wanted, the experience, the exposure, everything. It was giving big girl shit. It was giving top girl vibes. I was learning from someone that I actually wanted to be like. I actually admired her a lot. So it was everything that I wanted. But guys, as you know, in the beginning, everything is not always as it seems, right? It's not always as it seems. And this job actually took a toll on me real quick. But before I get into that, let me just give you a breakdown as to what the job really consists of. So I started off as an assistant manager, if I believe. Yeah, I started off as an assistant manager. And with that, I was coming up with ideas for the company. Honestly, there wasn't anything that was in writing to say exactly what I needed to do. I pretty much had to Google my way through this job. So I had to think on my feet pretty much, in which I did not mind. It's giving me experience for the real world or starting my own business. I was like, okay, it's whatever. I'll go ahead and Google and find out what I need to do. It's no biggie. So I started that, and with that being said, I'm just coming from a BPO center. I'm just coming from a call center. So I didn't know anything to do with starting a business. It was just nowhere in my chain of thought as to what I need to do. So as I said, jumped around, thought on my feet, and started Googling because that's the next best thing. There was no one here to train me, so that's the next best thing. So I started doing that. I started sending out emails to my employer as to different ideas that I came up with as to how we can track things, implement different ideas, but apparently it wasn't what they wanted. So honestly, the reaction that I got was not very pleasing, and I just didn't know how to process it because I'm not used to getting those responses. And I'm like, I tried to do something nice by coming up with some ideas and different things that we could possibly implement. And it wasn't she didn't receive it very well then, if I may say. So I think that kind of took a toll on me because it was constant back to back of me trying, and it was never appreciated then. Yes, it was never appreciated. But I was like, it's a job, not gonna involve my emotions. Let's push it aside, keep it pushing, because as you know, your girl's trying to get that bag. I'm trying to learn along the way, and I'm trying to be mentored by this person as well because I really look up to her. So with that being said, we started setting up our location, which was not located very close to me. It was pretty far off. And we started setting up the location, and I was pretty much stoked about it. I was excited because we didn't start the store yet. We were just getting everything prepared in the back end, and we didn't start the store yet. And sis, We started the store on my birthday on a Sunday. We started the store on my birthday on a Sunday. And I actually took the bus, went all the way down, and your girl was dressed up. I was in my finest, cute little outfit. I was feeling myself. I wanted to go out, but it never happened. But my boss actually promised me to take me to this fancy ass hotel for my birthday after everything has been completed. So remember, I didn't really get much training. I did everything on Google. I also consulted with her for what she knew that she could teach me because there wasn't much. We both were learning on spot, honestly, but yeah, that's besides the point. So we went to the location, started setting up. As I said, I was so excited. I got up from 4 a.m. Your girl was lit about this. Ain't nobody could tell me I was not a high and I wasn't feeling myself because I'm the boss, like a boss bitch vibes. So I went to the location, we started setting up, and then my boss came at around 11 a.m. and we were setting up, we were trying to set up the store, see where everything fits, but there was also back end stuff that I needed to work on. That was already completed, honestly. It was already completed and I showed it to her and she was agreeing with it, and then midday happened. Right? Midday happened, and then I'm hearing that what I did was completely incorrect and I didn't listen to what's being taught and all of that. And as I said, I tried to take criticism very well, but I was very new to this, so it kind of hit me because I was really trying to put my best foot forward, and then getting all of this on my birthday, it was just not nice. So as I said, the store was still being set up and your girl was around the back because there was nowhere to sit. So I was on the concrete, the cold ass concrete, trying to update systems, trying to get everything back in order because the way that I did it wasn't the way that it was supposed to be done. Anyways, I started from about 1 p.m., started updating this tracker and everything that I was doing to get it to how they wanted it from what I knew, because I've only been working for about 2 months now, right? So I started updating this tracker and I've been updating it from 1 p.m. until 3 a.m. the next morning because we left and we went to a motel that was closer to the location because, as I said, I was nowhere close to my hometown, right? Because the store wasn't close to my hometown, right? So after I did that, I was up until about 3 a.m., I believe, and my other coworkers were actually at that same motel with me, and they're like, girl, if you don't get your ass to sleep and put that laptop down, we're gonna fight. Honestly, we're gonna fight. And mind you, I'm just meeting these girls and they're like, no, you're doing too much now. They're like, you're doing too much. So I decided to put the laptop down at 3 a.m., got up at 6 a.m. and then started working on this again. I started working on the sheet again because it needed to be completed. My boss is trying to open her store and I'm not gonna let, because of me, her store is not open, right? So I got up at 6, started working on it again, and I saw my phone ringing at 7 a.m. and I answered because it was my boss calling. Tell me why at 7 a.m. my boss is gonna call me and tell me that the way that she's telling me to do it or changed it is not the way that it's supposed to be done, and I need to put it back to the way that I originally had it. And girl, there was so much details that happened within that day that tore me down that I don't even want to mention here, but I was bawling my ass out on that cold concrete on my birthday. And did y'all forget about the hotel that we were supposed to go to for dinner? Never happened. So my birthday was a disaster. So she took me back and we had a long talk, and then in the morning she knocked me up. She's like, Nikki, we had a long night and I think you should just take today off and get some rest. And I was like, hallelujah, because your sis was tired and it was my birthday. The days before when I went down, and I didn't get to do anything. I was so bummed out. I got myself this Pandora bracelet on my birthday at close to where the store is located, and this actually, it kind of symbols hope for me. Honestly, it symbols a lot of things because this is what gave me strength to continue. I'm not gonna joke. And guys, there's so many things that happened that I don't even want to talk about because I was actually cussed out about this. Sis was like, the store is being open and you're finding time to be searching for Pandora bracelets and perfumes when you should be focusing on this. And I was doing that within my lunch break. So I was confused if I can't purchase a Pandora bracelet and a perfume in my lunch. But I'm not going to get into that. But as I said, there was so many stuff that was happening that, as I said, we're both new to this, but I guess I was just expecting a lot more, if that makes sense. So we had a long talk about it. We came back to my hometown and She gave me the next day off. I got some rest. It still wasn't enough rest, but at least I got some rest. I started doing a whole lot more because we needed barcodes, we needed everything, and I was the only one that was working. So I didn't have an assistant, I didn't have a supervisor, I didn't have an operations manager, I didn't have a manager. It was just me, right? Just me, just your girl right here. So with all of that being said, I was still working, still trying to enjoy the job, still trying to find my way, trying to find my peace in the midst of that storm. And it just kept taking me out every single day. Like every day it was just, I'm so happy to go to work, and then boom, bitch, like boom, like no you ain't. No you ain't happy. So it was just constant being shot down every single time. And we spoke about it, and every single time I would get to these points, I would resign. No joke. Every time I would get to these points, I would resign because I just felt like it was too much for my mental health. Girl, I was coming in the days, going in the shower, like I'm just walking home, because then I used to wear some cute ass outfits, right? I used to be dressed up. I was in my heels, my boots and everything. Your girl was living it up. And there were days when I came in from work and I went straight in the shower. I didn't take off my clothes. I didn't take off my boots. I just dropped my bag on my phone and sat in the tub for hours and just turned on the shower, and I stayed there for hours. And that's how I knew it was seriously affecting my mental health, right? I did speak to her about it, but nothing much changed. I think it would change probably for maybe a week, and then it goes right back, if not worse, right? And all my other coworkers, they were very, very concerned about me. But as I said, I like a challenge, but I don't think a challenge should be accepted if it's affecting your mental health. That's just how I see it, because your mental health comes first, right? So there were days when I would come home, go in the shower, and just sit there for hours rethinking my life. And I'm like, girl, you can't keep doing this. It's taking a toll on you. But I'm like, yes, girl, but I'm learning so much. And I'm like, sis, what are you learning? You're teaching yourself. So it was just so much. And every time I would resign, she would get extremely nice, take me on a little coffee date, and we would talk about it and try to fix things. And then she keeps saying that, oh, I'm not getting from you what I need. But at the same time, I didn't get taught properly. One, I had to teach myself. So if you keep getting the same thing wrong, it means that what I originally taught myself wasn't right. So if you want it to be done a specific way, you're going to have to teach me how you want it to be done. Am I right? Okay. So yeah, that was constantly the problem. And I was constantly saying that my pay isn't enough as well, right? So while it is that you're expressing to me that you need all these things, I don't mind, I can do it, but I need an assistant and I need my pay increased, right? So that wasn't the deal. It wasn't gonna happen. And I was like, okay, I gotta be out of here. And this conversation happened one too many times because, as I said, she felt like she wasn't getting me to a point where she wanted to get me, and I felt like I wasn't being paid how much I wanted to be paid, nor am I being treated the way that I want to be treated. So of course I'm going to be constantly kept in a loop because you're asking me for this and I'm asking you for this and nobody's willing to budge. So it was kind of like a tit for tat. And as I said, we did speak about it, but nothing much changed because I will try maybe for a day or two to get to where you need me to. And she'll tell me, she's like, okay, perfect. That's where I want you. And it's just for a day or two. And then I get demotivated again. So it didn't stay there for very long. And I resigned for about, this would actually be my 5th resignation. So I've already resigned and I found another job. It's a way better opportunity. It's giving me more time to focus on Let's Stop virtually. And it's paying me more money. That's a bit of it. It's paying me more money. So that is essentially why I'm taking it. But guys, there's so many other things that happen that I can't even speak about on YouTube because I don't want to ruin my relationship with the company, because as I said, the company is still my baby and I still do have a good relationship with my past employer and I want to keep it that way. So I'm not going to say too much on here, but what I want to share with you guys is, if it is that you're in a job that is affecting your mental health, I would say get out of there. It's kind of hard to do that in Jamaica because it's very hard to get a job that's paying you really well and even okay. Not to say really well, because this job wasn't paying me really well. It was just paying me okay, paying me enough to come back the next day and just get what I need to get done. And that's not what I wanted for me, right? And I did express that to her as well, but she was saying that she just can't afford it right now. But I don't want to ruin my relationship with her because she's somebody that I would like to learn from even more. And she did express that to me as well, that she wants to be by my side in my growth. because of everything that I've been doing, and I really appreciate that. So I'm not going to say too much, and I don't want to tarnish myself here on YouTube either. But the reason why I brought this here to you guys is to just tell you guys, like, if that job really has your head away, that you have to be sit and rethinking your entire life, your life goals, your life decisions, who you are as a person, you need to let it go. And I'm not joking, because it really took a toll on me that I have to be really thinking and getting myself into perspective and getting myself together to take on this new job, so that I do not go there with the same mentality, because not everybody is the same. Not every job is the same. So I'm trying to cleanse myself from the inside out, because guys, this new job that I started taking on, right, or I'm starting very soon, it's paying me more, right, and it's giving me more time. With my Let's Start Virtually business, I get paid way more than I have ever gotten in any other job. Over $1,000 to work for clients under my Let's Start Virtually business for just 2 weeks. And I'm not joking. I'll put a receipt here if y'all think I'm joking. It's not a joke. There's actual money out here to be made, and I need time for that. And what I really want to do, as you guys know, is YouTube. I want to be on here talking to you guys every single day, sharing everything that I've learned, and just trying to build a whole community of people, motivating people, not just girls, men as well, right? And this is a whole video trying to teach you about your self-worth, knowing your self-worth. I stayed in this job for 2 years, and it drained me mentally, physically, in every single way, right? There was even a TikTok that I did that I posted while I was working, and I had to take it down immediately because it was about to go viral. Like, I posted it for, I think, 2 hours, and I got over 10K views and about 200 comments, and I was like, nope, I have to take it down, right? I might put a snippet somewhere in the video, not sure, so you guys can probably see a tiny bit of it, but it took me out, sis. Like, I think I was on my second resignation there. And if you guys don't believe me, I'll probably pile up my resignations right here so you guys can see it. It's about 5 of them, no joke, in less than 2 years. So you must know that this really took a toll on me, right? And I just want to share with you guys that a job isn't a definition of who you are. It doesn't define you. It doesn't define your worth, right, as a person. If it is that you are in a job, in a relationship, in a friendship that is taking your mental health and your time away from you, it's not worth it. Get out of there. It's not worth it. And I'm so serious, right? So that's pretty much it for today. So you guys wanted to know, and I brought it to you because some persons had asked me, why am I leaving my job? Right? I'm not sure if they're hiring anyone else. If they are, I'll probably put it in the description or somewhere below, but I think they have someone new by now. But yeah, I was an operations manager for my dream job, and it took a toll on my mental health, and I just had to go. I felt like I was given too much, and it was never appreciated. I was constantly putting my best foot forward, even though I could have done better if I was being paid better, but that never happened. So I stayed at a minimum. But yeah, that's what happened. I'm moving into my new job, I think next week, yes. And I'll have a lot more time for you guys to sit and chat with you like this. I'll have a lot more time for Let's Talk Virtually, and it's just gonna go big. It's gonna go big, it's gonna be big, and I can't wait. And I'm so happy and excited to have you guys here with me along this journey. And yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah, I'm leaving my job. I'm in no way, shape, nor form bummed out by it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bummed out by it. This is my 5th resignation, as I said. It's just that I feel a bit of some attachment to the job in some weird ass way, because girl, how can you be getting a job that's paying you way more money and giving you way more time, and you're here bummed out about it? I don't know. I'm just attached to the business on a whole because I assisted with starting it from scratch. If you understand, then you understand. I don't know how to explain it, but that's pretty much what it is. I'm excited about this new beginning, this new chapter in my life, and I'm excited to have you guys with me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I left my dream job. I left my dream job, and you guys are coming with me. So we out of here and on to the next video. Until next time, bye besties, and I'll see you in the next clip.